G'day guys.
Hello.
We made it to Isa.
We did make it to Isa.
No incidents. Good drive.
This blows my mind. This diprotodon is huge, massive. How do you feel? I feel great that I've done that.
Well, good afternoon guys. We made it to Boulia. This is the showgrounds campsite just on the Bourke River. I'll spin you around nice and slow. Oh, you can see over my shoulder there's a nice little fire. And that way, on the window, I stuck to speak up, is the Bourke River. Yeah, beautiful campsite. Spin you back around this way and give you a bit of a up tilt. In amongst all the gummies, beautiful blue sky. Yeah, the only downside to today and this campsite would be the wind. Not that that's this campsite's fault, but yeah, beautiful. We'll throw her up over here somewhere. The wiki. Nice and easy, get in here with any sort of van, on-road, off-road, whatever. Just, you go past the showgrounds there, and it's just a dirt road in, not even any potholes, no nothing. See, there was a little bit of conflicting information on Wiki as to how easy it is to get in, but I found it real easy. And there you go, got one of them. Haven't had a fire in a long time. Well, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a little while.
So there's only 3 other campers here last night with us.
Yeah, it's a massive campground.
Yeah, we expected it to be a lot busier than...
I expected it to fill up.
It was.
I've not even got a sock.
Oh no, not a sock!
But this is how easy the road is in and out. It's not corrugated, it's not... There's no whoops, there's no nothing. You'll get any sort of van, big, small, on-road, off-road in here. And look, you can see some of the campsites, you don't need to go crazy. They're just up there. You're still on the river, you still get gummies, you still get all the wildlife.
Yeah. Top little spot. We had a look on Wiki, and all the reviews on Wiki said don't follow your GPS, go through the racecourse. Because if you follow your GPS, it'll take you in the other side, and it's super rutted out and kind of hard to get in. But if you go, so you take the road that takes you into the racecourse and you just follow that road around and pretty much just keep following it, follow your nose.
That is this road.
Which is this road.
Yeah.
You can see it's super easy, super flat.
Yeah. And if you can see here, there's a turn off that takes you further down the river to more campsites, and there's that one that bypasses it and more campsites again.
I think I just showed you the door. Sorry.
But yeah.
So it's a beautiful little spot, hey Tom?
Yeah, really peaceful, no noise last night.
Yeah.
We got some wicked astrophotography.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's wicked. It might be just plain old boring to some people who are good at it, but hey.
It's really beautiful. Well,
Clear skies.
yeah, well, it was bathing Blake
and
where I
now
took it out.
bitumen. That's how easy it was.
Yeah.
And that's the race course.
Maybe you can see them on there. There's llamas. They're fluffy llamas too. Floofy. Drove past the council building, and this is the main street.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's drinking water all up and down in the centre there, which they obviously use as well to to water all the gardens. But realising they get a lot of RV traffic and it's probably a fair source of their income, they set them up as drinking water taps, let you hook up to them.
Which is cool.
It is very cool. Not many places think about travellers.
Yeah. We just drove past the info centre. There's a 45-minute Min light experience. We didn't do it because it's $25 each. And we've spent a bit of money in the last couple of days in Mount Isa and stuff. Which is fine, but yeah. I'm sure it would be
Which one
cool.
am I going to pick?
So each of these little things, I think is each of these has a drinking water tap. So it's pretty cool.
It is.
You just choose which one you want to stop at and stop and fill up.
I don't know why I picked this one, but I did. Alright guys. Adventure begins.
Get excited, guys. We've just started the Outback Way, which I've just discovered is Australia's longest shortcut.
Yeah.
So, super excited. Ignore that sign.
That's not where we're going.
Yeah, we just got to go back a little bit out of town towards Isa again.
7k's up the road and then the turn off onto the... what highway?
Plenty Highway.
What's it called this end?
The Donahue Highway.
Yeah, it is. Changes names.
So we are officially heading towards the Northern Territory. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You can probably tell from my voice, like I've wanted to go to the Northern Territory forever.
Yeah, border passes are done. Everything's as good as it can be. We haven't been in any hot spots.
Yeah, it's finally happening.
Thank God we got out of Brisbane before. I don't know what's happening there, but it looks like they might go into another lockdown.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Probably should know, but we don't.
I just don't watch the news.
But it's been 2 weeks since we've been home, so even if it does go into lockdown again, we haven't been in a hotspot in 2 weeks, so we're fine.
Yeah.
So...
And the wind should hopefully today, which it is blowing again, not that you can see because there's nothing out here, but the wind is blowing us west, which will hopefully be just a tailwind all day.
Thank God, because yesterday was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we used half a tank of fuel and something ridiculous for the Jeep is average 17 litres per 100.
Yeah.
Just fighting it yesterday.
So usually we average about 14 or 15 while we're towing.
Yeah.
At most. And yesterday was 17.
Oh, I feel you in your uneconomic cars.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that would really hurt.
200 and something, 300 Ks or whatever it was, 290 or 280.
Yeah.
And had half a tank. Had to fill up again, that's ridiculous. That's alright, these are the games you play. Boulia, you were great. I'd like to stop in there and maybe spend a little bit more time, do the Min experience, because apparently it's a, I don't know much about it, I just read a little brochure. It's a astral phenomenon that scientists or nobody can explain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do, maybe when we're not trying to get to Alice Springs before the, or Uluru, sorry, before the school holidays, and we can spend a couple of days, because that campsite, I could spend a week there, just sitting by the river, doing absolutely nothing except having a fire and maybe even flicking, like, the rod in the water.
Yeah, very, very beautiful. So,
anyway.
Yeah. Well,
anything cool we see along the way, we'll show you. Hopefully we can throw the drone up a couple of times along this road.
Yeah, we'll see how windy it is.
Yeah. Or if the wind's blowing the drone, it might help. It might get a bit more speed on it. There's that sign to Alice Springs.
Alice Springs.
Tobermoray Station. We're going to try and get there, but if we don't, we don't. It is, what does that say? 240 kilometres. Depending on the road conditions, we should be able to make that.
Yeah.
But it also depends on what we're going to see.
Yeah, and apparently there is heaps of free camps along the way.
Oh,
so,
oh! Let's get a picture in front of the sign. Yeah. I want to do this one day.
Go all the way to Laverton.
Yeah, but I want to do it all the way to, like, from Brizzy to somewhere.
Kalgoorlie. I don't know if this is Perth, but Kalgoorlie.
Yeah. Alright. Photographer.
We just did the obligatory touristy
Photo done.
photo under the sign. Oh, I'm so excited.
So she's open. That's good. Alice Springs, 800 k's to the Sturt Highway. Only 737 k's.
240 k's to the NT border.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've been nagging Laurie to take me to the Northern Territory for 6 years. Nearly 6 years.
Yeah.
5.5 years.
I did my first big stint in the army up there and absolutely love it and won't stop talking about it. So yeah, she's been harassing me for a while.
And I've always wanted to go to Uluru.
Yeah.
And we're finally doing it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back to the NT as a tourist. And I haven't seen Uluru. I did it as a tiny little baby, but I can't remember any of that. It's where I got all my freckles from though. But yeah.
So where you got your freckles?
So Mum and Dad said I got all my freckles then.
Oh, okay.
And from Kings Canyon, because I refused to wear a hat and they thought they put enough sunscreen on me, but apparently 40-degree temperature and whatever.
So that's where Blake gets her refusal of wearing hats from.
Shush.
Not
You don't wear hats.
I don't like hats either.
Alright, so far, it's bitumen. That sign there, the longest shortcut sign, says it's all dirt. We got a bit of paperwork from the info centre that said there's only like an 80k stretch of the 240 that's unsealed. Yeah. And there are rumours, well not so much rumours, there's talk on the grapevine that they're trying to seal this whole highway.
Yeah, so to Tobermoray there's 80 k's of gravel, and then after Tobermoray there's 270 k's of gravel, but that's it, the rest of it's bitumen. Apparently.
So yeah. Good afternoon, the good people of YouTube. We made it to Hwy. Whenever I put the camera in front of my face, I can never remember where we are, what we're doing, what's going on. I don't know if it's just me or if that's anybody else. Wait 1 second, I'll find out where we are. I'm back. I have a beer. Byron Bays. Amazing. Get around them. Found out where we are. Didn't find out, just looked at the map. Tobermoray Station. We're about 270, 280 k's in, all along the Plenty Highway. Good drive, basically. The last 70, 80 k's of that was dirt. Not bad at all. I'll spin you around, give you a look at the place. Cool little playground, heap of separate fire pits everywhere. It's currently fenced off, they're just letting a bit of grass grow on the other side of us here. That's us, all set up. Yeah, cute little spot. I'll take you over and show you the communal fire pit, barbecue sort of area, and I think it might even be a bar. I hope it's open tonight. So yeah, I don't know how much you're going to be able to hear of me walking over here. The wind. Woo-hoo! She is strong. Good thing it's blowing west. So, yeah, pushing me into Alice Springs. You can kind of start to see it over here. Just there, excuse me. That's not very nice, is it? Shouldn't do that on camera. So you got an old windmill there. Not doing so good. The roof of that little bar here is the two windmill blades. You got your old Dodge, Chevy, Ford, don't know. Someone's going to yell at me in the comments. Truck. Under there, Barbie plate. In there, I don't know if you can see. Can I get you in there? fire. Yeah, cool little camp truck in the tray. Fire. Stacks. They come through through the middle there from the front fire. So you just get it nice and smoky. Really turn her up. And here we have your outdoor bar. Oh, come over here. Cool big old tables. As you can see, I'll look up. One blade. Well, you're not going to be able to see over there. Sun. Big yellow's getting in the way. Two blades. This table here will spin you around. And there's two big slabs of wood. Concrete rocks in the middle. I like it. It's better than resin. Keep coming around here. We've got a bar. Put all on the roof. Cans. I'll put a couple there tonight. See if we can fill her up, hey? Look, there you go. You got your beer on tap. 4X gold looks like today. I'll spin you around again. Oh. You come over here and you got the smokers area. And they get a windmill blade as well. And you get yourself a little table. Yeah, just cool. Bit eccentric. I like it. These are the sort of places I could drink many, many, many beers, sit around a fire, and tell many, many, many furfies. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, might spin you around this way. Here we go. Rock. It's kind of like a lounge. And she's all hollowed out on this side too. Weathered. There's the troublemakers.
Hello.
We'll come in here.
Hi.
Oh, touch. Look at the troublemakers up there. They've just been napping. Staying out of the flies.
A 2-hour nap. It was great.
The flies are too much apparently.
No, they're not too bad at the moment.
It's because it's blowing 10 gales.
They were terrible at midday.
Oh, hello Blake. Do you have anything to say for yourself and your attitude today?
I was tired, Daddy. I was tired.
You say, see those things in my mouth? Yeah, they hurt. Yeah. Anyway, top little spot. 30 bucks a night. General store's got sort of your basic supplies, everything. They got fuel here. They do have a mechanic. And they can do tyre repairs and stuff, so if you do run into a little bit of strife, spin you around that way actually. This is terrible lighting. Yeah, spin you around that way, that's a bit better. Yeah, they can help you out. There is cabins and stuff here, toilets, showers. Yeah.
You're right.
Come on, one more. Cheeky little pump action shotty. I like it. When the station doesn't want you getting upset by birds. I like the NT.
What you doing?
Melting cheese.
This is how you melt cheese on the road.
When you can't be bothered with the weather.
It's actually very efficient. So we've made nachos tonight. We've done this with pizza as well to get that little bit of charriness on the top. Look at that. Oh my lord, that looks so good. Don't do that. Oh my god, you're gonna have a heart attack. So this is our on the road nachos.
These things.
How good.
Amazing.
And we have our little sides. So I have tomato, onion and corn salsa. And Laurie just has corn because he doesn't like tomato and onion because he's weird. Alright, let's get into it. Guys, we're officially in the Northern Territory. How exciting is that?
Oh, hot diggity.
Ah! I'm so excited. Oh my god.
Today we're continuing to head west. This part of the road we got 200 and something more k's of dirt. I think we're all dirt today.
217 k's of dirt.
Let the tyres down this morning, nothing crazy, just took 10 psi out each tyre and 15 out of the van.
Yeah.
Just to smooth it out a little bit, which I'm grateful already. It looks like it's a little bit more rubbish today. As you might be able to see, where there's a lot more whoops and a lot more washouts. That's the word I was looking for.
But we're officially in the Northern Territory.
We are. You will have seen the border crossing. We stopped and got the photo and had the casualty. And yeah, the NT has been.
Talk about that.
The NT has been busy already.
Too soon. Too soon.
These cattle grids out here.
Vicious.
If you're not already aware, all the dirt road, or if you're not, you're probably aware. I don't know. The dirt sort of gets blown, gets driven over, just gets pushed away, and you're left with like a sharp concrete edge, and then the iron or steel cattle grid. On this road particularly, we found it a little bit on the Birdsville, but on this road particularly, that sheer
it's really harsh.
Sheer drop and sheer like approach, that's what'll break your rims if you're not aware, like caravans and everything like that, especially if you let some pressure out of your tyres and then you hit like a square edge. That's what'll break your rims, because your tyre, if it's at a harder PSI, can absorb that a little bit better, or can sort of, at a lower PSI, tyres got more give in it, and it'll direct that pressure into your rim a little bit more. But yeah, so that's probably the only thing. That's what I just slowed down for then. You probably felt us go up and over it, but that's sort of our only biggest watch out here. And well,
yeah, Laurie was speaking to a couple that had just come from the Alice side, and they said that there's no bull dust or anything anymore. The councillor out here working on it.
Yeah,
they are trying to bitch
despite what Wiki says.
Yeah, so all reports say that it's not that bad.
No, they come across, and they're in just a camper trailer, so we're a little bit heavier than them. But, well, actually, I don't know whether we are a little bit heavier than them. Just driving around like this. Poor little Navarra. That's alright. We see a lot of vehicles like that, actually. Poor little dual cab utes.
Yeah.
Go watch our wake video and hopefully it sinks in. G'day guys, lunchtime. Just had a couple of cheeky wraps. I don't actually know where we are. On a river. Be a nice little campsite. I'll spin you around real slowly. And so there's a river. Looks like some people have had a fire. There's firewood and stuff here. It's all like designated camps. There's one other guy up there, either stopped for lunch like we are or camped. Yeah. That's us. We just pulled up there, fridge out. Grabbed a couple of wraps, some cold cuts. Yeah, I can see the top of the awning. I don't usually have it that low. Trying to give us a little bit of shade. The wind, it's funny, you'd think, oh, we'd put the shade on the other side because that's where that's the way the sun is. But that's also the way the wind is, so you just get dust blown. So it's kind of providing a little bit of protection from the, for you. A little bit of protection from the wind. Oh, look at the sun, there you go. That's a better angle. Flies are very friendly. I'll throw her up in one of the corners somewhere where we are. I'll have a look at it on Wiki when we got reception, but no reception out here. So far we've done, I want to say like 100 k's today. I don't know. Oh, sounds like there's an emergency.
Thank you.
Holy cow, what's happened?
She threw it up.
Did you throw up? Yeah, I don't know how many k's we've done today. Maybe 100 k's. It's been pretty rubbish, to be honest with you. I let the tyres down to 28 in the front, 30 in the rear, and 45 in the van. Oh, sorry, the screen's timing out. Can't see what I'm looking at. Yeah, 28 in the front, 32, 35 in the rear, and 45 in the van. I did maybe 20, 30 k's, stopped, let them down. I'm now running sort of 20 psi in the front, although that gets up to like 25, 26 when it's all heated up. 25 in the rear, which sits in about 30, and 40 in the van. The van wasn't too bad because I let a little bit more out this morning, but yeah. There might not be any bull dust, but the corrugations and I don't know what you call it. It's like a limestoney rock or sandstone maybe being out here on the top of the road, and then either side's highly cambered, like really cambered. And that sandstone just gets eaten away in big patches, and you just end up with wicked potholes that are pretty bad. So yeah, we've been down to sort of 60 k's now for a fair bit of the day. Still, like, there's patches there where you can comfortably sit on 100, but I'm not going to do that now that the tyres are down. So we're not making great progress today, but who cares when you're surrounded by scenery like this? Red dirt for as far as the eye can see, bit of mulga scrub, the old tug and van, and a creek. Gummies. Love it. Absolutely love this country. Mickey Mouse. Well, good afternoon. Wow, my beard is looking red and impressive, if I do say so myself. We have pulled up at MacDonald Station. It's just up the... What track was that, my love?
Oh, who knows? The track from hell.
That about sums up the last 45 k's we did. It was rubbish.
Guys, seriously, the Plenty Highway is worse than the Birdsville track. The sooner that's bitumised, the better it is.
You heard it here first. What way do I need to stand for good lighting?
Don't take your shoes off.
That way. There we go.
No. No shoes off.
So yeah. From where'd we stay?
No.
What was the station we were at last night?
Tobermoray.
From Tobermoray to it's 200 and something, 280, 270 kilometres. Do you know how far off the top of your head?
260. 260. Sorry.
It's between 250 and 270 k's of dirt. Rubbish. Worse than the Birdsville. It's currently being worked on, but it is rubbish. I told you in probably the clip before this, I let the tyres down a little bit, or a little bit more than what I did in the morning, and we kept cruising on. If I could have let the tyres down any more and not had to reduce speed, look at your face, child, I would have, because it was rubbish. Hey, what have you got to say about the drive? Oh, you've got the camera. Look at your little red face.
Look at her red butt.
Yeah, she's been cruising around. She's been cruising around in the red dirt. That's all good. Yeah, but we're currently at MacDonald Station, which is just as you're getting towards the end of the dirt. There's a right-hand turn off. We seen that. Wikicamp said 30 odd k's. We said that's us for the night. It's now, what is it now? It's probably 5:30. No, it's probably 6. Yeah, 5:45. So that was a big day. We wanted to, well, we didn't want to stop. Just as we were about to stop, Blake fell asleep. So I thought, bugger it, we'll punch out another couple of k's. Wikicamp said there were a few rest stops. That's a lie. There's no rest stops. Anyway, here we are. Gonna cook some steaks for dinner. And it'll be delicious.
Oh, she got a prickle in her leg.
She got a prickle in her leg. Okie dokie. We'll deal with this. Well, good morning, guys. And girls. Last night was a little bit jaded, I think. We were kind of over it. We'd done a lot of Ks on the Plenty, and we were told by a few people that it was all good. It was not all good. I guess we were just underprepared. We expected it to be a half decent dirt road, and it wasn't, but that's what you expect in the outback. Like, I should have just not listened to other people, because when I first came into it, I was expecting rough and rubbish dirt road, which is like, spells adventure. It's great, but it was rough and rubbish.
Yeah, super rough and rubbish. Like, there was no bull dust holes or anything, but it was so whoopy and potholy and rocky. And
yeah. You don't need bull dust for it to be rubbish, though. Yeah. And then I guess the other gripe, not really a gripe, the other thing that frustrated us last night was it said there was multiple rest stops, or like places where you could pull over and free camp. There wasn't. Like, they just weren't there, which kind of forced us to drive a lot longer than what we wanted to, and I was a little bit tired, a little bit teasy last night. So yeah, excuse last night's video. This morning we've got up nice and early. It's 8 o'clock and we've already been on the road for 10 minutes. It's brilliant. But we didn't do anything really in the morning except pack up and throw everybody in the car. We're going to do the last 45 k's. I should explain. We turned up Bin's track last night, yesterday afternoon, to get to MacDonald Range, and it says it's a full drive track only. It's a rubbish track. I would not recommend towing a caravan down here. Tow a camper trailer if you must, but she's rubbish.
At least at the moment they must have had a fair bit of rain or something, and
water.
There are massive sections where it's just mud and slop and you just sink straight into it, so you kind of got to go off the road a little bit and come back in. And
yeah, because sort of the road is dug in, and if you know any outback roads, the gutters are sort of where the grader finished doing his job, and it's just water from edge to edge, so you can't sort of stay on the road and avoid it. They have cut some tracks around, but those tracks around are pretty rubbish too. Anyway, we're going to do another 45 k's back out from the Bins track. Now, I don't know whether it was MacDonald Station. All the signs said MacDonald Station, yet I was talking to a couple of ringers and contract musterers last night. I may have been forced to drink a little bit of rum, and it was, they really had to twist my arm. That it was actually Swan Hill Station. So I don't know. Maybe it's all under the MacDonald Station like brand. Maybe it's a big station, like a couple of 2-3 million acres, and they've sort of leased it or got rid of it to their sons or whatever. Or I don't know how this.
Well, the store's called McDonald's.
Yeah, it's called MacDonald Station, but then the guy there was talking about West MacDonald and South MacDonald, so it sounds like there's sort of 2 or 3 different. I don't know. Anyway,
There you go.
the signpost said MacDonald Range or MacDonald Station. I've seen MacDonald Station on Wiki, so that's what I'm calling it. And that's what we'll throw up to tell you where it is. But if the locals say anything, say Swan Hill, they might be talking about the same thing. So yeah, we'll do the 45 k's out, air up the tyres, hopefully find somewhere half decent to air up the tyres, and we can get Blake out and we'll have some brekkie. Otherwise, Gemtree for breakfast. We've heard they do takeaway and stuff. Can't kind of go a filthy breakfast. That station, I don't know whether it actually caters for caravanners. I don't think they get very many caravanners. There's like rooms and stuff you can stay in, but we rocked up and I was like, I'm just chasing somewhere to park the van for accommodation. She said, oh, just anywhere you want, and there's like nowhere really. It's all just bindies and 3 corner jacks, which was great that they let us stay there. It was only $20 a night. I say only, but there was nothing for that $20. There is toilets and showers and a laundry, but that's also the workers' stuff. So if you stay in the motels, that's what you're going to use as well.
Yeah.
But if you're a little bit precious, you probably don't want to use the workers, because I don't know how much you know about Aussie ringers and musterers and everybody else, but they're not the tidiest, cleanest sort of blokes kicking around. They're not the most well-mannered either. So I fit right in. Hence why
you were given rum. And Laurie was like, oh, I'm just going to go for a walk and check out the toilets and showers and stuff. I was like, yeah, cool. Like,
this is just after I put my big, thick, sort of 1.5 inch thick steaks in the Weber. I was just putting them in there to sort of oven roast them for a little bit, and then I was going to give them a char on the outside. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes, half an hour later.
Yeah, if not a little bit more than that.
And he's like, don't call the police, I'm back. And I was like, where have you been?
Yeah. I got bailed up by one of the dogs over there, and it wasn't like a cattle dog or anything. She wasn't a blue dog, she wasn't a kelpie. She was a picking dog. She was a big and angry dog. Came running at me, and then one of the guys came running out of the shed and sort of stopped it. I don't think it actually wanted to eat me. Just being protective. I was walking up in the dark, and it kind of ran up to within like a metre or 2 of me, barking and carrying on, until I like yelled at it, and then it sort of backed off. But then that got everybody else's attention. Then they said, come over and give the dog a pat and you'll be right, she's just old and dumb. So I did that, and then I was forced to sit down and finish my beer and talk yarns with them. Had 1 beer, and well, 40 minutes and 1 beer, that's not very long. That's a long time to either sip your beer, or it's, So I finished my beer, and then I was proceeded to get just your yellow OP rum in a straight glass, and made to drink it. And I'm not a big fan of rum. I'm a big fan of spiced rum, not your Bundy rum.
Shots of Bundy.
Oh, but no, everyone was there sipping it like it was fine whiskey or scotch. Bundy rum is not fine whiskey or scotch.
That's so funny.
Anyway, it was good. We had told a few stories. It was great. Made friends with a guy who also rode through a barbed wire fence. I've done that as well. There's scars on my neck and up my arm to prove it. And yeah, he was about to have scars. His was still bleeding though.
Okay.
Yeah, bit of fun. Anyway, I don't know whether I'll leave that story in. It's very long.
Interesting.
Interesting? Yeah. I like talking to locals. There's some cool noises.